Welcome everyone to our YouTube series, Test Prep Made Easy. So in this particular series, we are going to post regularly questions on our YouTube channel. The questions may pertain to CAT preparation, maybe pertaining to GMAT preparation, as well as of various topics which are tested in these particular exams. For example, quants, LRDI, English, and various areas which are tested. And each day we will handle certain number of questions and their video solutions. The best approach is to these questions in these videos. So have a happy preparation ahead and enjoy the video. Thank you.
Okay, so this is the elastic that we are going to discuss in this video. Hopefully you have already tried it from the thumbnail itself. If you haven't, you can pause the video at this point. We recommend you to try it once before you watch the solution. And if you just want to enjoy the solution, you're welcome to do the same thing. Just go ahead and watch the solution, which will be starting now. All right, so in this uh, premise, it has been mentioned that there are 5 friends who are, having conversation with each other. There is a partial information in the table which talks about or gives us the information about how many calls a particular friend has made and how many calls a friend has received. So there is few things you should have taken a note of when you were reading the premise. So I'll just point those out. First is this point: duration of any call made by A. So this part uh, to any of his friends is always the same. So this is one important part. So what it implies is when A is making a call to B or C or D or E, the duration is same. So the duration is always equal to something. So that's a constant duration. And also similarly, the duration of any call made by B to any of the friends is also same. So on and so forth, right? The same is the case for C, D, E, and all. Uh, then the partial information has been presented to us to work on, and also this paragraph, do not miss it out, otherwise you might make mistakes in certain questions. So in this case, it says during the week, each friend called each of the other friends exactly twice, not once. They are calling exactly twice. What it means is A made 2 calls to B, and similarly, B also uh, rang up A twice. Obviously, all of these are of equal duration. So what it implies is that every friend has made 8 calls in total, right? Because every friend will call up 4 other friends, that is. So each of this person has made a total of 8 calls. So that is what our focal point is, right? Now all you have to do is just build up a structure for this table. So if you want, you can redraw this entire table out here. What I will focus rather on are the missing information. For example, I don't know this part, I don't know this part, and obviously I don't know these things, right? So the blanks are what I'm focusing on. So let us try to work this out. Let me just take this off first. So out here, if you look at this, so every friend has made 8 calls, right? So each call of A is a 1 minute duration, right? So every call that A has made to any of the person, it has to be 1 minute duration. I hope you remember that each friend makes 8 calls. That is the important part of the premise, right? Similarly, B, every call, so there's a 12 minute total duration. So because all the calls made by B to any of his friends is always the same because of this point, as I mentioned earlier. So you have each call of 1.5 minute duration, right? Simply 12 by 8 here. So same thing we can do for C as well as whatever are presented. So let's figure out the C. So C 10 by 8, this is what we are looking for. Reduce it to 5 by 4, so you have 1.25 minutes. So this is a 1.25 minute call, each of those calls, right? Now, the interesting thing to note for is which one you should be able to figure out. So that is something you have to identify in these kind of cases. See, this 15 that we have are a combination of calls from A, B, D, and E, right? So that is not helping us too much because both D and E are unknown to us. But this 12 that we have, these are a combination of A, B, C, and D. So the only missing thing D is something we can figure out using this 12, isn't it? So let's try to do that. So first of all, how many calls did E receive? Let's put it in that way. So E has received 2 calls from A, each are of 2 minute duration. Uh, 2 calls from B, each are of 1.5 minutes. Sorry, each call of A is 1 minute duration. So 2 calls implying a total of 2 minute duration. My bad. B, each call is a 1.5 minute duration. So a total of 3 minutes, received from B in 2 calls total. And same thing for C, 1.25 minutes each of the calls. So 2.5 minutes contributed from C's point of view, right? So these are the timings that we have with us. Now, the only thing that that is missing out here is for D, right? So just check this total out. So 2 plus 3 plus 2.5, so that adds up to 7.5. So you have this 12. So effectively what it means is from D, C should have received a total of, so let me take these things off. Uh, C should have received 4.5 minute of calls from D. But D has also made 2 calls to C, right? So D has made couple of calls to C, and which is adding up to a total of 4.5 minutes. So implying that each call of D is 2.25 minute in duration, just half of 4.5. And if you need to find the total time that D has spent on call, so what you can do is you can simply multiply this to 8. 2 into 8 is 16, and 0.25 into 8 is basically 2, so you'll get 18 minutes out here. So that will give you the answer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to whatever we have done so far, so I'm just explaining this using the table that is already drawn. But when you are solving it, you would be drawing a fresh table or something, right? So I'm not going to draw a table because that is not required. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the working approach, what I would have done when I would have solved this particular question in the paper. So assume that this blank space is my rough work. So one information, obviously this is something I'll take a note of. I'll quickly move to E, and I would do something like this. So 12 is equal to 2 plus 3 plus 2.5 plus 4.5. So this part is from D. So I'll just keep a note of that out here. And similarly, what I'll do is I'll focus on this 15. So the calls received by C, which is 15, because now I can make use of this, right? I know this is 2.25 minute placed by D on each call. So let's do the same thing. So each call received by A, from A, that is to C. So that is 1 minute duration, couple of them. So again, you have 2 minutes. Same thing for B. So these two values should be as it is because it's from A and B. So this is 2 and 3. Again, D is something we know now. So there is each call is of 2.25 minute duration, and there are a couple of calls made. So this is 4.5. So this is the D part. So what is missing? So we can figure this out now. So 15, this is 5, and this is 4.5. So 9.5. So effectively, this should be 5.5 minute from E. But please understand, so these are 2 calls, right? So I would also keep this in mind when I'm going into the questions. So 2 calls by D are of 4.5 minute duration. Similarly, 2 calls of E are of 5.5 minute duration. So if you want, you can write this down specifically. So each call by D is 2.25 minute in duration, and E is 5.5, half of that, 2.75 minute in duration. If you want, you can write this down. I would not have written this down. I can figure this out whenever required in the question. So effectively, I don't need the entire table to do it or solve it. I can simply figure this out, right? Just for your reference, I'm going to write these numbers. So each call I'm just going to build a small table here. And this is the only thing I'm going to keep it while I'm solving the question, just for your reference. So A, that is 1 minute each call. B is 1.5 minutes. C is 1.25 minutes. Let me take this off. D is 2.25 minutes. E is 2.75 minutes. And now I'm going to erase the rest of it. I'm going to keep that each friend making 8 calls information as well. And then we'll straight away get into the question. Okay, so these are the first two questions. First is asking for what is the total duration of the calls made by D during the week. So we already know that. So D has made 8 calls, each of 2.25 minute duration, right? So D has made 8 calls, each of this much duration. So basically, as I already calculated for you guys, 8 into 2, you can do it separately, 16. And 0.25 is 1/4, right? So 8, 1/4 of 8 is 2. So just mentally calculate the 16 plus 2, easy to do. So the answer will be 18 minutes for this question. For the second question, the difference between the total duration of calls made and total duration of calls received during the week is maximum for. So for this particular question, we can refer to the table. I mean, right now you don't have the table in front of you. So I'll just show you once. So just understand the question here. What is it asking for? The difference between the total duration of calls made and total duration of calls received during the week is maximum for which of these 4 individuals? That is what the question is asking for, right? So in the table, we'll just refer back. So if you just check this, I mean, this column is the total duration of calls made, and this column is total duration of calls received, right? So we are looking for which particular row or which person has the maximum difference between these two columns, right? So if you look at the options here, B, C, D, E, so we are not even concerned with A, right? So don't concern yourself with A, although the question is not about which are the following, but still forget about A. So let's look at this quickly. So B has received calls from which individual? So A, C, D, E, right? Now C has made, I mean, each call of C is of 1.25 minute. This is of 2.25 minute. This is of 2.75 minute. And from A, it is 1 minute, right? So each call from received by B are of these 4 durations, isn't it? So these 4 durations, and there are a couple of calls from each friend. So what you can do is you can either double each of them first and then add it, or you can add these numbers and then double it. So whichever you prefer to do. So these two, for example, I can see it is adding up to 5. Let me take these circles off, by the way. So yeah, I was talking about these two numbers. So these two numbers are adding up to 5. This is 1.25 and this is 1, right? So 5 plus 1 is 6, and then 1.25 is 7.25 into 2. So that is 14.5. So this should be 14.5 for B, right? Now check this out at this point. This difference is 2.5, and C you already know that is a difference of 5, right? So B is definitely not not having the highest difference, right? Also, D is making a total of 2.25 into 8. So that is this part we already calculated for the previous question. So that is 18. And what are the calls received by D? So if you look at the calls received by D, that will be from A, B, C, and E. That is the only change, right? Now remember the previous question. We calculated this 7.25. The only difference was, I mean, this was calculated for B, right? So instead of this instead of this 2.25, which D made to B, for this particular cell, we will have B made to D. So this is just a smarter way to calculate this. I just look into the difference in or the change in the value, and then it will be easy to calculate for that. So for example, initially we encountered this D to B, those calls, so that were 2.25 minutes each. But now we have this B to D, which should be encountered because we are focusing on received by D, and that is 1.5 minutes. So that's a drop of 0.75 minutes, isn't it? Instead of D to B, you have B to D. So that's a drop of 0.75 minutes, but there will be two such calls. So there will be an overall drop of 1.5 minutes, right? So effectively what we can say is this value will reduce by 1.5. So this will go to something like 13, right? So 14.5 minus 1.5. So that's 13 basically. So now we have a difference of 5 here. This was also a difference of 5 if you check C. So understand one thing. I mean, you can never have two values as an answer, right? And we already know that B is definitely ruled out. So B is having a difference which is lower than both C as well as D. And both the values of C and D, the difference is coming out to be 5. So both cannot be the answer. So it has to be, the answer has to be E, right? So you can, figure this out in this way. If you want, you can, calculate this for E. There's nothing to do here. You just need to do 2.75 into 8, that is. So 2 into 8, again, use the same process. So 2 into 8 is 16. And then you have 0.75, which is effectively 3/4. 3/4 of 8 is 6. So 16 plus 6 is 22. And you'll find that 22 and 12 has a difference of 10. So that will be obviously the largest difference, right? So that is what the question was looking for. Let me just verify that once for you guys. Yeah, so as you can see, we are looking for the differences maximum for which of the four. So as we worked it out using the table, so B was eliminated. Both C and D was giving us a difference of 5 minutes. So both cannot be the answer. So it has to be option D, right? You don't have to calculate for E. You can just figure it out first. D alone, because C was anyhow on the table, right? So yeah, that's for this question. Let's look at the next one now. Okay, so the third question here, all the 5 friends subscribe to the same telecom service provider, which charges them rupee 1 per minute for calls made and rupee 0.5 per minute for calls received. So for the billing purposes, the duration of any call which did not last for a whole number of minutes is rounded up to the next highest whole number of minutes. So what it says, I'll just briefly explain this. So I'll come to the charges later on, but the second part for billing purposes, starting from here, the duration of any call which did not last for a whole number of minutes is rounded up to the next highest whole number of minutes. So for example, whatever call A has made, they will be charged on 1 minute counter. But whatever calls B has made, they'll be charged for 2 minute counter, because 1.5 is not a whole number of minutes. So it will be rounded up to 2 minutes. So that is what we are looking for, right? And the charges are something like this. So each incoming will be charged at 1 per minute, and each outgoing, sorry, I just did the other way around, right? 1 per minute for calls made. Okay, sorry, my bad. So this is the outgoing part. Let me correct that once. Yeah, so this is the outgoing ones, charged at 1 per minute. So calls made basically. And the incoming ones are charged at 0.5 per minute. You don't have to write this in the rough work. I'm just writing this for your reference. You can refer to the premise itself. But anyhow, let's look at the question now. So what were the total expenses incurred by E on the calls made and calls received? So pretty straightforward. We'll just have to figure out for E, right? So first, let us look at the outgoing one. So each call that E makes, it is of 2.75 minute, but it will be charged on a 3-minute counter, isn't it? Because each will be rounded up to 3 minutes. So E is making 3-minute calls to 8 and 8 such calls, right? Each friend is placing 8 calls, and each of those are being charged at the rate of 1 per minute, rupee 1 per minute. So for the outgoing calls, E will be charged 24 rupees. Now for the incoming part, so A has made couple of calls to E, each of 1 minute counter. So this is for A. For B, now there is a counter of 2 minutes for this case, right? Because 1.5 will be again rounded up to 2 minutes. So that will be counted as 2 minutes, and there'll be 2 such calls. For C also, it will be 2 minute counters. So although it is 1.25, don't round it off to 1 minute. It is always rounded up. That was specifically mentioned in the premise, right? So 2-minute counter, 2 of those calls. And for from D, you have 3-minute counter. So 2.25, so 3-minute counter and 2 such calls. So these are the number of calls made. Now, interestingly, we are going to multiply a 0.5 to this, right? Because this is the charge per minute. Now, understand one thing, 0.5 multiplied to 2 is 1, right? So if I take each of these 2's common out here, outside the bracket, that into 0.5 will nullify. So just eliminate these things. So what you have is 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3. So that is 8 rupees, right? So you have a further of 8 rupees charged to or chargeable to E because of the incoming calls that he receives. So effectively, you have a total charge accrued as rupees 32. So that should be the answer for this question. So pretty straightforward. You just have to understand the premise for this particular question and then solve it. Hopefully this was understood. Let's move to the next one now. All right, so this has a big premise now. It says there are 5 friends subscribing to the service provider. Okay, so this is similar to the last one, I believe, for billing purposes, which has been rounded up. Yeah, so it is exactly the same premise. So don't worry about that part. You already have understood it. Now, this is the question part. So additionally, there will be something more. During the following week, the total durations of the calls made and the calls received by the friends among themselves remained the same as that in the given week. Okay, so basically this is still followed. Further, it is known that every person the group called only one other person F exactly once for a duration of exactly 2 minutes each, but received no calls from F. So received no calls from F. So let me break this down for you. So it is known that every person in the group, so A, B, C, D, E, those are the person in the group, uh, are calling F exactly once. So A, B, C, D, and E, each of them are calling F exactly once, right? So I'm just writing this in short. So each of them are calling F exactly once. But received and also the duration is 2 minutes. So each of them are making 2-minute calls. So duration of each call is of 2 minutes. So this is completely symmetric, but receiving no calls from F, right? So I don't have to do that or anyone else outside the group. Brilliant. So what will be the total expenses incurred by the 5 friends put together on the calls made and calls received by them during the week? This is brilliant. See, first thing, what you have to understand is whatever counter is being applied. So what I'm doing is, so let me just structure this a bit for you. So I'm trying to find the you know uh, the total charge that we are looking for. So we are looking for the 5 friends, right? If you look at the question, what will be the total expenses incurred by the 5 friends? So we are looking for this A, B, C, D, E only, not for F. What are the charges for F? We don't care. So basically, what we are going to have is we are going to have certain, charges which are applicable when they are calling within the group. So let me say this part is within the group. So within these 5 people, let me write it in this way. So among those 5 people, A, B, C, D, E, and the charges which are accrued because of making calls to F. I mean, there is never from F, so we don't care about that. But there will be certain charges when they are making calls to F, right? Now, this is the interesting part. So within these 5 people, if you think about it, whatever are the total charges for outgoing, whatever are the total charges for outgoing, for incoming, it should be exactly half of this value, isn't it? See, the reasoning behind this is whatever calls are being made, it's being made among A, B, C, D, E, right? So if A is making a 1-minute call to B, A is receiving or A is accruing a charge of 1 rupee, but B is accruing a charge of 0.5 rupees. But we are concerned with both these charges, right? Because we are talking about all these 5 people combined. So just if we can calculate the outgoing charge, we can just half it and figure out this value, right? In the incoming one. So let's do that. So let's just figure out the outgoing one for A, B, C, D, E. And that can be very easily done because we know these values. Just focus on the counters to not mess them up. So each call made by A is a 1 minute counter. Each call made by B is a 2 minute counter. Each call made by C is a 2 minute counter. For D and E are 3 minute counters, right? So these are the counters. So there will be a total of 11 minute counters for one call, but each friend is making 8 calls. And also the outgoing are charged at 1 rupee per minute, right? If you forgot the initial premise, it said that. So you have a total outgoing charge of 88 rupees. And if we halve this, we get this value, which will be 44. So this is the incoming part among these 5 individuals. And now simply to figure out whatever are the extra charges for the calls made to F, because they're not receiving any calls from F. So all you need to do is figure out this part. It's pretty easy because each call is of 2 minute duration. So the counter will also be 2 minute in duration. And there will be total of 5 calls made, right? Because everyone is calling exactly once. So that is it. And the charges are obviously one rupee per minute. So effectively a 10 rupee extra. So the total cost that we are looking for is 88 plus 44 plus this 10, which adds up to 142. 88 plus 44 is 44 into 3. Then you have plus 10. So this should be the answer for this question. Hopefully this was understood, and hopefully the entire set was understood. It's a nice set. I mean, this type does appear in CAT. You don't have very direct questions. You have couple of, excuse me, you have couple of direct questions out here, but not too many. So once you figure out the initial premise, the first 2 questions that we had, these were pretty direct in nature. But then you have additional information for third one, additional information for fourth one. So this is a pretty standard thing that happens in CAT whenever you have a set which you may say is a little bent towards DI. But yes, nowadays you don't have that many traditional pure DI questions any which way. It does appear in certain years, but not too much. So you can expect these kind of sets very much in CAT. A little bit of analysis on the numbers and then figuring out the answers. So pretty straightforward set. Hopefully you understood and took away majorly the way I was looking into the information and what I'm mainly focusing at. A few things you can always remember while you are solving the set, right? For example, in this one, each friend makes 8 calls. You just need to keep a note of that, a mental note of that. If you want to be a little safe, it's better to write it down. So just for your reference, as I wrote it down, and each call made. So although you can draw the entire table, I do agree with it, but it's not required, right? It saves a bit of time. So if you just write down these parts, each call made by A, B, C, D, E, that does save a bit of time, isn't it? So yeah, that's all my input regarding this particular set. Hopefully everything was understood and you enjoyed the solution. Thank you and keep enjoying your preparation.
Hopefully you liked the solutions we provided for these questions. And if you did like it, do not forget to like the video and share, subscribe, and comment. Do subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon. In that case, you'll get notification as soon as we upload a new video. And if you want to check a bouquet of courses that we provide, so we have a huge variant of courses from customizability to full preparation. You can check our website, www.mathoratory.com. I'll leave the link in the description below. And have an enjoyable preparation ahead. Welcome to the Math Oratory family and have a good exam ahead.